Our goal is to make each project as green and sustainable as it can be. In the interior design market, not many projects are going through certification. With Green Globes, we found that alternative we think is a better fit. It's scalable to the size and width of any interior project. Among the benefits of using the Green Globe system for sustainable interiors are, first and foremost, a broader inclusion. Second is speed to market. Third is cost effectiveness. And fourth is just an overall sense of user friendliness.
There was quite a few stakeholders in the process of Green Globes. We had from our office interior designers, engineers, architects involved. And then we also had some other folks such as the contractor, building owner, the developer. They all had a role throughout the entire Green Globes process.
In working with the Green Globes process, I think the greatest distinction that I experienced was the accessibility of the certification programs. The entire Green Globes professional community was directly accessible. There was peer-to-peer, face-to-face interaction.
From a contractor's perspective, it's very similar to a lot of the things we already do. Do the right thing, then carry on the sustainable practice in the building of the TI.
Green Globes produces a technical reference guide that helps you through the process, where it asks each of the individual questions and then it talks about, okay, is it a yes or a no answer? How many points is it? It describes the credit, it describes what the assessor's ultimately going to be looking for to essentially sign off on the credit.
Sustainable Interiors program, prerequisites just don't exist. That allows is for each category of sustainable strategies to be evaluated on the merits and relationship to the scope of the project specifically. With other certification programs, prerequisites limit participation. With Green Globes, it's kind of taking the approach of, let's look at the scope of every project. Here at the Hudson, in Mackenzie's space, we were able to certify our project almost dovetailed completely with the end of construction and prior to move-in.
I think there was a lot of problem solving that went on, very creative ideas that you otherwise wouldn't get with just uploading documents or sending an email to who knows where on the internet and waiting for a reply. And so that really saved a lot of time and money in the end.
With other certification programs, the validation process is not engaged or part of the actual design process or construction process. There is an unknown as to whether you will achieve the credit or not. With the Green Globes Sustainable Interiors program, the Green Globes Assessor is engaged during design, also throughout construction. So the communication is excellent so that uncertainty really doesn't become an issue.
In our process, I felt like having the assessor involved, pretty much starting from the stage one assessment on, allowed this back and forth. It was the human contact, it was the human interaction at that point.
Green Globes program for sustainable interiors is very user-friendly. One of the biggest advantages is that you're able to utilize as a designer, architect, your conventional documentation for a project.
One example that pushed us from the 3 Green Globe threshold to the 4 was metering our individual space.
Mackenzie elected to install what's called a sub-meter. The sub-meter monitors the electricity usage for just their space. They can check the tool that they've installed, and this allows them to alter how they use the energy in their space. They can turn down lighting, they can alter the HVAC consumption. It gives them options. In the end, saves them money. They are only billed for the amount of energy consumption, electricity consumption that they use within their space.
I feel like this was a great example of a project where everybody was kind of marching towards a common goal. It ended up being very successful.
So right at ribbon cutting, our plaque is up for Green Globes, and it's great to be one of only 2 projects in the United States to achieve 4 Green Globes for sustainable interiors. From our perspective, we can't wait to use it again.